Hey guys, what's up? I've been sent a handful of games by Pete, who is a Chess Boot Camp Live member and secretly has been cooking up his own Marsellus Wallace defense. So this is a defense against the Vienna, where you bring out your knight, like mirroring them, and then push f5. Okay, so this is an improvement on the original idea of just throwing out f5 immediately, and it seems to do better. So Pete says he's been playing this recently and trying to figure it out as well, and when he saw my video on it, he went, right? So anyway, he sent me 4 games. So this first game he was rated 1241, and we're just going to go through the games now. I haven't reviewed these in any detail. I haven't got the analysis on. We're just going to watch them. We're going to enjoy them. We're going to try and figure out what is it about this Marsellus Wallace idea that may work. Okay, so e4, e5, and we have the Vienna game played by white. Okay, Pete now mirrors. So this is the Max Lang defense. I think it's actually the best move for black here. And now the bishop comes down. Now this is the most common continuation for white. Now, Pete plays f5. Okay, so we are now in Marsellus Wallace territory, with the idea that we are Vienna gambiting white before white, is able to Vienna gambit us. This is the idea. By the way, white can play f5 here, but just did not. Okay, so they take. Interesting, and we generally like to see this. Okay, and now the point is that d5 is actually no, it's not playable yet. We have to bring the knight out first. Okay, so knight out first, preventing queen h5 check. Queen h5 check is unpleasant here when they've captured in the middle, because if you block with g6, they take, and then they're threatening to push with a discovered check and then win the rook and promote to a queen at the same time. So you have to play this move. Okay, cool. d3, and now d5 is playable, because even though it's attacked twice, it's also defended by queen and knight. Pete doesn't play that. Pete plays bishop b4. Excuse me, pinning the knight. And now f4. That's not pretty. One idea here is it could just simply take and then really mess up white's pawns. But that in itself is not a victory. I don't think we want to take and invite the bishop out into the board. Like happens with the French and so on. So here, d5. Okay, I approve. I like that. They take, we take back. Yep. And now we still have 2 defenders on this pawn, and the bishop is still under stress. So if the bishop comes here, c6, and the bishop is then quarantined in the corner. Bishop retreats anyway. Now I'm guessing we're going to recapture this pawn. We want to maintain the pin on this knight. We don't want to get rid of that that tension there. Okay, so Pete castles. This is nice. So he's saying, look, I can have this pawn anytime I like. I'm not in any hurry. I'm going to castle, develop. Okay, and now bishop comes out. The knight is undefended, so probably rook e8 or queen e7 here, unless there's something we can do. No, that. Well, it's playable. Okay, queen e7, like it. So now the knight is threatening to move with a discovered check. All right, so we've turned a threat by white into a counter threat by black. Okay, now our queen is defended here by the bishop, so we are actually able to do. No, that doesn't work, does it? It's check, pawn takes knight. No. Yeah, so rook e8 makes perfect sense. Still, we're threatening to recapture the pawn, but we're in no rush. Pete is showing some maturity here. Now, after long castles, again, I would be tempted. I would consider this move, because then we have queen in here with check. Oh. I would be tempted. The knight also defends this, so the queen is actually free to move around. I would be very tempted to play this now and then bring the queen in here. Maybe the bishop in. Yeah. Nice one, Peter. Nice one. Right, are we going to have queen a3 check immediately? Or is there something eviler? I like this, though, because we're also getting one of the pieces out of the way, getting ready for the knight to move with a discovered attack on the queen. So there, and that is then forced. Now we can't then take here because queen takes and gets out of the attack. Wait. Queen here, king here, knight here, threatening queen b2 checkmate. Has to be the way to go. No, he grabs the pawn first. Okay. Rook comes there. Now surely. Oh! I like it, Pete. I like it. Check. And what's more, we've got two attackers on the queen. He's in check. Queen takes here. We take the rook. Pawn takes. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, look at this now. Look at this now. And we win the queen outright. No, we don't, because the queen... Oh, we win the rook outright. Wow, that was a tricky... Oh. Yeah, so where can the king go? King can't go here. King only has two moves, so surely should have gone here. Surely he should. And now we just lose the queen. That's a really interesting one. So from here... So my idea was this immediately. Right, and this is now forced. Now this move, and what's he got? If queen takes, knight recaptures. If bishop takes here, interesting. Let's look at, well, stick the evil on quickly if it works. Sometimes it doesn't work when you've got lots of tabs open for some reason. No, it's not seeming to work. Anyway, it's great ideas, great ideas. I like it a lot. And it's flipped the board. Okay, let's look at game number 2. Alrighty, right, we'll switch off that and go back to black side. Okay, and here, this is the bishop's opening, okay? So are we going to see the same thing? Are we going to see knight c6 now? Yes. Interesting. And now the knight comes out, and now we've transposed. So you can get into this from the bishop's opening. So this is a bit like the Calabrese counter gambit, but we've got the knights out. Takes, which I think is the most common. Knight f6. Okay, we know what we're doing here. d3 again. And now, okay, d5, and the bishop is in trouble. And now we recapture the pawn, and the bishop blinks and takes. Now, I don't like that very much. I'm generally happy. This is a pawn structure we very often see from the white side in the Vienna as well. So we are in home territory. Comes out with a pin. We bring a bishop out. They develop the knight. We castle. All right. Takes pawn. Surely walking into some kind of pinnage. Hang on. What devilry is this? Bishop takes f2 check. If king takes, what's the follow-up? King takes. So we're down a full piece. Okay, we have a knight. Oh! Knight check wins the bishop. Oh, nice one, Peter. Nice one, my son. And suddenly white is in a world of pain. Okay, you can have a pawn for your trouble. Right? White is now up a pawn, but this king is on a spike, and this rook is out of the game, and this rook is not yet playing any role either. This is an idea. We wish we had a dark squared bishop. We don't. Let's see what Pete does. Check. Okay. Forces the king out into the open. Oh, double check. Mate. Boom. Pete, That was a powerhouse game, mate. That was a power. I mean, you know, I'm even looking for these moves and I didn't see them. Okay, this is good stuff. Okay, Pete here now is rated 1468. So this is how much Pete's improved in the last few months, all thanks to Chess Bootcamp Live. Right, this is against Chad426, who's rated almost 1500 in Rapid. So we're in serious territory now. Okay, we have the Vienna game. Max Lang. Bishop out, most normal move. Marsellus Wallace. Oh, and takes, again. Knight f6, we know what to do. g4. I'm not a believer in this move. I don't like this move. Right? This is like, if there's one rule to play against gambits, is do not bend over backwards to try and save your extra pawn. That's like the whole point of so many gambits. Right? White has already severely weakened himself here. Look at this now. There's no g-pawn. When the g-pawn moves too far forward, right? It gets really hard to stop the queen coming in by this angle. Okay. Now, heaven help you if you move the f-pawn. Okay, bishop comes out. You see, already targeting f2. What did I literally just say? Okay. And Pete takes the pawn. Okay. So the point is, one, we've moved the knight out the way, so now queen h4 check is on. And so is that. Hail. So what's going to happen? Now if pawn takes, which we expect, then we've got queen h4 check, then nothing can block it. The knight can't block this. The knight's on the wrong colour, for starters, yeah? So the king's going to have to move. And look at this bishop, man. Look at this bishop. You took. Check. Now. Okay, this is a check. It's not mate, because he's got here. But then we have this, do we not? And what on earth does he do from there? Okay, good. And now here, and queen f4. Pete, beautiful game. Beautiful game. You know, I love it. I love it when we have like students coming through and doing this kind of stuff. You know, I feel like, yes, my young apprentice, feel the hate flow through you. You know, couldn't, oh man, welling up. But you know, exactly the same thing happened with Christina. Christina, like, you know, gave Christina a few lessons like 18 months ago. She's like 1100, 1200, and now she's 1700 rapid. And, you know, with amazing attacking power, you know, this is great. This is great stuff. This is why we do this. All right, well, if you can catch your breath, boys and girls, let's move on to game number 4. Right, opponent here is 1354. We have the Vienna game. We have the Max Lang. The bishop comes out, obvs. Right? Marsellus Wallace. Okay, and again they capture. Again we play the knight out. Oh! Hang on. Did you just blunder your knight? Well, why didn't we just take the knight? Explain. Take the knight. Okay, well, I mean, this is also just a fork, but now white can get out of the fork by taking the knight with check. There you go. Queen takes, and now bishop runs away. No, bishop does not run away. Bishop stays in harm's way. And now, surely g6 is all right. G6? No, g6, and then pawn takes, and then we take the bishop. Oh, yeah, this is not always nice. When you've got your queen on f6, remember it defends the rook. Yeah, and now the queen has to run away. Then we take the bishop. Then they play d4. And white just resigns because white's down a bishop. Well, not the fireworks of the previous 4 games, but Just goes to show. This is a 1350, guys, who lost inside of 2 minutes in a 10-minute rapid game. But Pete, thank you, mate, for showing. I mean, I'm so proud. This is so cool. To see people coming through. I mean, look, now he's just going to develop. He's going to castle. He's going to put a rook on here. He's going to have a great game, and he's going to punish white for his sins. Do you read the Bible, Brett? Well, there's this passage I've got memorized. That's what it makes you think. So you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. Damn. Just damn. Anyway, Marsellus Wallace, here we go. Nice one. Pete, thanks for sharing. Marsellus, thanks for the inspiration. And Quentin, again, likewise. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you all soon.